Hello everyone, I am the Halfwit Brit and this is Manor Lords, albeit a very rainy Manor Lords, and I was just taking a quick look over our town here. We have been through some rough years between the raiders and shortages of food and things like that, but we're kind of in a good position. Dare I say, I don't know, maybe it's a bad thing. These tombstones here in our yet to be upgraded church may be a sign for the future. We may see more of those, but on a positive note, we have a lot of sheep. Sheep mean clothes and also food now, because we do have our butchers. We got that in at the very end. But our main thing of focus today, I think, is gaining more influence. We need to get some more regions. The Baron is taking as many as possible, and he seems to be doing it. And this is something Noble Rambler pointed out, that if he goes and takes out one of the bandit camps, he will then try and capture that region. So we're going to get our retinue and we're going to send them out in at least one of the regions that we know that we want for the future. And we'll do that right now. So just looking, we have a couple of hundred, so we can actually get ourselves some more retinue. We currently only have the 5, but they're 50 each. And we have, oh, that means we can get another 4. There we go. 9. It's probably not enough, but we'll take them. We'll rally them and we will send them out to this region. And we'll kind of sit them just on the side of this hill. Oh no, we can't do that because we have to kind of do it in our own area first, but we will send them over there. I was going to say we'll put them on the hill here just by this nice little stream that we have. It'd probably help if I unpause the game as well. There we go. Because we want this region for the salt. It makes a bit of sense. No, this is the salt. That's the stone. That's going to give us some sausages. I wouldn't mind potentially getting Nuzzleho as well because of the animal that we have here. To be fair, I need all 3, but it's gonna take a little bit of work. Now, are they off? They are going. We do need to tithe. I believe we're doing that. We're at 10%. I could increase that, but food is at 9 months. Fuel is the issue we have at the moment, so we can deal with that. But thank you for the feedback as well. I just had a quick look through the comments before I started to record, and there was a suggestion of, obviously, don't build a Burgage plot without the ability to have an extension on the back. Probably makes a little bit of sense. Even sometimes not always having the housing extension on the side, especially if you're going to upgrade them to one of the artisan buildings. So, for example, we've got the Bower's Workshop here. Actually, that's only got the one house. What about this one? Yes, I think this was going to be when we could do it, the Joiner's Workshop, I think, but then there we are again, we do have that, so we end up losing 2 families. So that's something I just need to keep an eye on. But let me just have a quick nosy before we do anything else at the butcher. So we can expand the living space here, which would give us 2 families dealing with this, but in the long run we probably don't need that. Maybe when we're slaughtering and when we're making sausages. So currently we're only taking out the lambs, we're not touching the sheep, and there's no production limit for the meat. That's something we may keep an eye on. We're currently on surplus. Let's switch that to total goods and have a look here. We have 33 meat, 110 fish. I'm interested just to sort of leave this to see what actually happens, because I've not seen any notification of food actually spoiling yet. Now, there's a lot of fish currently in the granary, but if we have a look in our marketplaces, we have 16. So the fish isn't kind of being dragged out there potentially quick enough. But that is a lot of fish, so I'm just going to switch them off for a bit. There is still silly amounts of fish in there, but you know, nothing we can really do with that right now. So we have our Burgage plot here with the piggies in it. This is a level 1 and level 1. What do we need? We need more level 2s. No, we've got enough. So we need to start thinking about level 3s. That's going to depend on this church being built, I would think. So what do we need? Yep, we have everything pretty much. Clothing is one of the issues. Right, okay. So what can we do about that? So let's have a quick look. Weaver's Workshop does have someone in there, and they're making use of that wool that we're getting. So where are we at with wool on here? We have 31. Okay, maybe I should turn the market stall off to kind of speed things up. Although I could put another family in there. The odds are they will go and do a market stall as well. We have 111 yarn actually. Let's just maybe stop that for a second. What about leather? We have 47 of those. And linen, we have 35. So what we actually probably need is a tailor, I would say. Let's have a quick look in here. So we have yarn, linen, leather. So there's 3 different things. We could make shoes. They're made from leather. That make a little bit of sense. So if we hover over the tab key here, no, we don't need to do it. We do it over there. So they're expecting 4 items of clothing. That's really greedy, isn't it? That's definitely been tweaked. So we do need a cobbler's. So that's something else we can do. Let's just have a quick look here. We have our blacksmith. We have, that's a level 1 burgage plot. Yeah, that's not got any space out the back there. We could make that a level 2. We'll do that. That'll give us a little bit more tax. We have our boa here. Boa, yes. English is difficult. This one needs to be upgraded to level 2 once these things all start to get ticked off. That's just going to take a hot minute. That's just how it kind of works. So while we're thinking about that, we will put in, hopefully, if we can get 2 burgage plots in here with the back garden. Hopefully we can. That's 1. Oh, come on. There we go. What about if we do it this way? Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Because what did I say we needed? We need the oh my goodness, my brain is going. What do we need? There we go. Joiner's workshop. We need a cobbler's workshop, and we're going to need a tailor as well. Thinking about it, so there's quite a lot of things we can kind of focus on there. We have a down thumb here. What's your problem? Fuel. Yes. Let's take a look at that. Oh, actually, let's get our retinue. My liege, we'll send you over here. Perfect. We have a full storage, and that would be the church for some apparent reason, but that is now upgraded. Fantastic. That's going to cheer a few people up. So we're only waiting on extra clothes. So I think the next level 2 burgage plot that's happy enough, we'll probably make that one into a shoe shop, into a cobbler. And yeah, the same thing here. They're waiting on clothes, which is a slight problem. So they're currently going through our lambs like they're going out of fashion, which is pretty crazy. How many lambs do we have? So it's quite a lot of lambs actually. Mary certainly had a little lamb. In fact, are they all lambs? Why are they all lambs? Wait a minute. So I have a pasture of sheep, pretty much, and all the lambs are in the other one. My. We're going to have tons of food. Okay, we're in July, so it's almost time to harvest as well. There's that to think about. Let's have a look at our resources. We have, whoa, ridiculous amounts of planks. We'll stop you for a moment. We don't need that. We'll let the timber catch up slightly. Yeah, because we can hold 28. We have our woodcutter here. We have one over here. So we only have the 2, right? I think we do. We have the foresters that are currently over here, and they will start to top that area up. I'm kind of confused how 2 woodcutter lodges are not giving us enough fuel. Now, I am aware, obviously the bloomery, when it's being operated, which it currently is, will take fuel. The blacksmith will also take fuel. So that is potentially part of the problem. We have 10 spears. How are we looking spear wise? Okay, we still need a lot. Right, well, we'll leave them to do their thing. So I guess I'm going to put an extra family in each of these, and let me just double check. Can we reset, clear the work area? There we go. We'll make sure they can just do whatever they want, because we don't have well, we do have animals all the way over there, so that's not a massive problem for us. Okay, this burgage plot is now ready for their upgrade, so we'll whack that on a level 2. That will hopefully give us the ability to then make shoes. I think that's what we're going to go for. We could go for a tailor. There is that option too, but we'll get that done. I think we have another stable now, so I'm going to go for an ox. We have the cash to do that. There we go. Perfect. We also need to think about harvesting, so that's something we need to kind of deal with pretty quickly. So 4 months. Don't have a lot of people left, so we'll chuck the 2 that we can find there. Is there anybody in the windmill? There is, so there is another family. What about the clay furnace? Do I leave that on? Where are we at with roof tiles? 33. Do you know what? That's also taking fuel, so we'll take somebody out there. The malt house, we'll need someone in once we've kind of harvested these fields. Communal oven again is this is probably why, to be fair, we're taking all the fuel for all the buildings. I've really underestimated how much we're using. We still have a little bit of flour left. We have quite a lot of vegetables now, so we got a good source of food. That is actually something that I am actually really happy about right now. So we could probably do with taking some people out of some of these buildings. We'll stop the bloomery as well. That will also free us up some fuel. And how are we doing for timber? We'll take a family out of there as well. So we're just one family short currently. I don't want to take any out of the woodcutters. That doesn't seem like a good idea right now. Don't think there's anything else. How are we doing for the animals? 15. To be fair, I don't feel like I need this hunting camp now. It feels a little bit redundant. Because when we butcher the lambs, we do actually get, it doesn't tell, oh it does, there we go, we get hides and meat. So this building I may not actually bother with anymore. The tannery we could potentially use, but yeah, that seems not kind of worth it. So let's get that in there. I think points wise is, there is options of different things, but I feel like heavy plow and bread is going to be potentially two things that we go for next. But let's get early harvest on some of these that are actually ready. 32 of 34, you're not ready yet. 27 of 27, so let's get them doing this now, just because I think we'll run out of time without that heavy plow. We may be okay, may not, but I think sometimes if you can get that little head start, it will just make all the difference. And I was just thinking, as we're about to actually generate quite a bit of food, and we're doing okay, I might up this is probably a bad idea potentially, but to 20% and just try and get that influence a little bit higher. Maybe the right thing to do, may not be, but it's done now. We've made a decision, so let's just see what happens. Where on earth did all my sheep go? What? Okay, now I'm a little bit concerned. What have we got in here? Lambs. Is there an easier way of seeing this? I think there is, isn't there? What do we have? I got 1 sheep and 15 lambs. Okay. Have I been selling my sheep? No, import only. Current surplus of 1. Target is 18. What on earth? And I'm pretty sure... Lambs, yes. So why are they killing the sheep? What are you doing now? Oh, you've got logs. Okay. So you're a lamb. So we're no sheep. I'm technically not... Yeah, they're not going to breed anymore, are they? That is a slight problem. Okay, I need to get to the bottom of this. Okay, I've put sheep on here, but set the target to 20. I was just reading the tooltip, so it was switched off. So I don't know if it's switched off, it'll just slaughter them all. That's potentially what's happened here. But we have more than 5 lambs, so I'm a little bit confused. So we will import some more sheep. Because do we have anybody in it? We don't have anybody spare. Well, that's a slight problem. But we're fine for food, so how much? Yeah, we have 103 meat, so I'm not overly concerned right now. The fish is starting to drop, but we've got 9 months worth. It'll be interesting to see if these lambs actually become full-grown sheep. So where are we at the moment? We've got 14 lambs. Let's see what happens with that. Are you about to slaughter one? Are you shearing? Potentially. But then lambs don't get sheared. Okay. Oh no, he's taking one. What are you actually doing? Let me... Are you a butcher? Let's see. You are. Getting an animal. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna sweat over it. We can buy more. Ooh, a bandit camp has been sighted. Excellent. Whereabouts are you? Oh my goodness, you do have a lot of troops, and you're in the region that's right in the middle. Oh, 18 versus my 9. That is not good. I don't... As good as retinue are, I don't think they're kind of capable of dealing with that. Now, I don't particularly want to do this because I do need as many people harvesting as possible. But while that's happening, I'm just going to double check that I've set these fields to their new crops. I have done. That will work lovely. And the rest of these should get picked up because I am going to forget. And I'm still not convinced this whole sheep thing's working for us, but let's see if we can deal with this. Now, what I could sneakily do is if I take my retinue and bring them this way, and there we go, another ruler's army was sighted. So whereabouts are you? You're coming from the bottom, okay. Yeah, so they are now coming towards me. So what I want to do is try and bring them this way. And we should be able to do that before the Baron's army gets there, potentially, assuming these guys are not running. And then we could meet them kind of halfway with our crossbowmen, which should cause them some serious damage, I'd like to think anyway. Storage is full, the butcher shop. I should have expected that. I'm going to have to upgrade, I think, to a level 2 Burgage plot to get the extra storage. But it looks like potentially we may have possibly lured them across. So we're going to be on stand your ground. That makes a lot of sense. So hopefully that's fine. Now, be interested to see if the Baron tries to stake a claim on this region while we're standing in it. I'm not sure if he will or not. But that tree is going to block our view slightly. But I'm feeling quietly confident. Here we go. So let's take a nice low look. Oh, watch them loading those crossbows. Let them fire first. Watch the animation. That is fantastic. Now, let me just check the range on these guys. They must have a range, they do. Now, we've got to be very careful here. Wow, look at their numbers drop. I've only got 9 retinue. And they've... Okay. Why did they stop firing? Oh, no line of sight. That's not good. So let me... Can we get you guys to... It's this one here, isn't it? There we are. Can they see now? They can. There we go. Oh, that's something interesting to note. I guess they can't shoot. Now, that was my concern. They're now going to charge me. That's a slight problem. We'll send... Actually, no, we want you guys to be in here, don't we? Hopefully. Wait, did they just completely flatten? Oh my goodness. Wow. That was just madness. They died so quickly. Well, there we go. We know they cannot take any kind of hit. So I guess there's a kind of a downside to them being so powerful. They are like glass cannons. And there we go. Perfect. I mean, I say perfect. We've just lost a load of troops. That's not necessarily a good thing, but we shall send our retinue across. But that's good to know. Obviously, archers can shoot over and through, but the crossbowmen can't. So that's a little bit sad, but yeah, at least we know that now. We're going to need to put somebody in the church. We'll do that quickly. Let me just have a quick nosy what's going on over here. We are in September, so they are currently working on all those fields. So that one has been planted. We'll turn off the early harvest. That's not been finished, so let me just put that one on high a second. We want them to finish what they're doing. And the same probably goes for these ones over here. So put that. This one can be on the highest, actually. This one can be on very high, and this one can be on high. There we go. So I want those finished before they start dealing with this stuff, unless they prefer to harvest first. That could be the issue. Let me just watch what they're doing. I think potentially they prefer to harvest the crop before doing the next job. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay. If that's how we're going to work, can we all focus on the same place, please? Aha, yeah, there we go. At least we kind of figured that one out. So hopefully we'll go and bury our dead. I did say at the beginning, those tombstones, yeah, they just kind of told us the way we were going to go. I'm going to go for some barley, I think. We'll probably have quite a bit of barley, to be fair, by the time we're done. That's another barley. I think we'll go for a wheat in this one. Actually, no, we'll go for wheat in that one, and this one can be barley. I want to make sure, because ale doesn't actually degrade, does it? So we'll definitely keep that. We do need quite a bit of flax though. That's something we should probably work on. Barley. What's the flax like over here? Not very good. 75. Yeah, it's not going to be so good there this time. Barley. Can't change you yet. What about yourself? 68 and you. Yeah, we'll do a flax field here. And you can be wheat. I don't think they're going to get round to all these, unfortunately. That is what it is. And we're kind of annoyed we've just lost all those troops. So on the positive side, he's not gone to claim this territory. So Noble Rambler was right. So in future, as soon as a bandit camp appears, make sure your retinue is ready to go. On the positive side, you know, we survived just about. And there we go, 187 into my treasury. I will take that, but we also now have 1.1k of influence. So instantly, Goldhoff, I want to claim with the influence. I don't think there'll be an issue with this. I'm going to leave these chaps out here just in case. I don't think there'll be a problem. I'll put them on that side, to be fair. But I think we should be fine. Now, the only time he'll kind of go for us, I think, is when there's no lands left. But it should be okay, I think. Okay, we have our level 2 Burgage plot over here. So I think we'll go for the Cobbler's Workshop because we definitely have the clothing. I'm going to take the stall off because I don't think we'll need that. But we'll get that up and running. That should help. We also have the 2 Burgage plots here as well, which we need to make level 2. And we'll do so if it's going to allow us. Not quite. We need some logs. That's fine. Or timber. We're also short of a person because I've done something somewhere. So let me free one family out of there. May not be a great idea. How are we doing for firewood? 8 months. That's not too bad. I'm going to take one family. God, they've all made bloody stalls, and put one in here. Oh, excellent. We have a Goldhoff. That is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to potentially bring back my retinue because I can't add any extra units to them until that has been done. But now we have the ability to get ourselves some salt. Ooh, good. We can make sausages. That actually makes me really happy. I just want to see what's going on with my... What on earth? Right, I need to understand. This is limited, right? Why are they slaughtering every single animal that I have? 5 lambs and 1 sheep. I literally do not understand what is going on there. That cannot be right. I'm going to turn these off and see what happens. But as far as... So this is... Let me read this. Maybe I've done something wrong. The building will stop production if the region's resource is less than or equal to the reserve. And I said 5 lambs and 20 sheep, and I'm now left with 3 lambs. Is that correct? 4 lambs and no sheep. The butchers have literally butchered everything. That is a little bit peculiar. I think I'm going to pause this building and stop them from doing any more butchering. I don't know if that's a bug, and I don't know if anyone else has had that. Oh god, here we go, look. They're going to take another one. That can't be right. That literally can't be right. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So we're going to have to pay the cost. We could do with a family in here to get our sheep back, but I don't want that issue. I can't believe that. That is just ridiculous. That is really annoying. I mean, I have a lot of hides. That's I suppose a positive, but yep. And there we go. They've just butchered another one. Wonderful. Well, it's paused now, so hopefully that doesn't happen any longer. Do we have our cobbler's shop? We do. So again, we have reserves and things on here as well, so I don't even know if it's worth me buffering if there's issues, but we'll try. Production limit of shoes. I'm probably going to set that to like 50 because previously I had so many shoes it was just ridiculous. Yeah, it was just not good. But at least we can get that up and running. These ones here need to be level 2 and you need extra stuff. That's fine. And this one's almost done as well. Perfect. And there we are. And what was we going to do? We had a couple of things. So we had a tailor's workshop we needed and a joiner's workshop. I think we'll go with joiners. simply because, I mean, they need planks, and we have plenty of those. We need to make the shields for our spearmen. Where's my blacksmith? Morning, obviously. So currently we're making spears. They need iron slabs and planks, and the... what's it called? My brain is gone and I've lost my buildings. The woodworker, or whatever it's called, will make the shields that we need as well. So they need like the large shields. We need 35 of those currently. That is an awful lot. How are we getting on with our fields here? Let's see. So you're currently growing. You've not been finished, and neither of you. Right, what is going on here? Why are they ploughing over there? Do they want to plough all the fields first? Is that how it works? Let's test the theory. You're now highest. Are they all going to run the opposite direction? Clearly. Now I've done that, they're now going over to that field. Oh my goodness. We'll leave it on very high. A new family started moving in. Lovely. That's what we like to see. To replace the ones that we've managed to get killed. And here is our retinue. Where are the corpses? Have we managed to get them all? It looks that way. Okay. Well, that means we got a spare person, doesn't it? Because we can take someone out of the church. We'll put them in the tannery and make use of all those hides that we've just suddenly been given, because our butchers are a little bit overzealous. We currently have 2 lambs. 4 lambs. Well, this is 4 lambs and 1 sheep, but I only see 2. What do we have over here? You a sheep? You're hiding. I don't blame you. Hide from the butchers. Perfect. This is just going swimmingly. So we're getting families moving in. I think this is where we lost people, so they're slowly but surely being replaced. Let's have a quick look at our food there. 7 months. We could potentially get some fish going shortly. Yeah, it's replacing everyone that died. That will definitely be what it is. Brewery. Do we have somebody working in here? We do. We have 2 families because I'm an idiot. The joiner's workshop. Let's get that on the highest. Cobblers. Have we got any boots yet? Have we managed to make any? We have some leather in here. That is a good sign. And shoes. We have 3. So that should start to cheer up. Tavern supply. Obviously, there's always going to be something that upsets them, isn't there? But we should get that additional clothing shortly. And to be fair, yeah, there is shoes in there. That's great news. We will be able to make some ale very soon as well. At least if we have a spare person to do it. Tell you something, considering they're ploughing these fields by hand, they've done really well. This one's still fallow, I believe it is, yeah. And they're on to their last field. They've done like surprisingly well. I'm actually really happy with the way they're doing it. So obviously, church level, everything's kind of looking good. So what we probably need to do is actually get some more burgage plots in place. We could probably do with upgrading a few as well. But fuel's not looking too bad now. Food is kind of getting there. I was tempted to take someone out of the farmhouse to get some fishing done. I don't think that is a huge problem. We have so many vegetables. What's the granary looking like? So spoilage is low on those. We have some barley in here. Yeah, fish. We're starting to run out of fish by the looks of it. Do I take somebody out? Oh, that is a... Do you know what I could do actually? For the meantime, I could take the family out of the tavern and put them into the fisherman's hut, because we currently don't have any ale, so I can obviously switch that back as soon as we've produced that stuff. I decided to put a nice road around our pond here. Now we can't do that side, but I figured this, I mean, there's some nice fertile land there, but I figured this would be a nice place to actually get some burgage plots in, and I think we'll run them along this road here initially. I might leave a little space for a road to go that way, and we'll get some probably, in fact, let me do that again because I didn't quite get that right. There we go. Something like that. I know we got a kind of a weird angle here. I think single family ones will probably do quite nicely for us, just in case I do decide to upgrade them at a later date. How are we doing for timber? We got 18, so not too bad. How are the farmers getting on over here? They're currently seeding the fields. That's the last field. Minus that one. They're in a really, really good place. I'm super happy about that. And as the first snow starts to fall, I was just having a quick look up here. We now have 3 sheep and 2 lambs. There's nobody working in here currently. So are the lambs growing up? Potentially. I'm not entirely sure. I don't kind of like how I've got this set up. Now, if I'm right in thinking, these lambs will go into the sheep farm or the trader over there once I remove the pastures. Let's have a quick look. I don't think they just disappear altogether. I think we'll be fine there. So let's get a pasture. I'll go for a slightly larger one. This is it not... Oh, I see what I've done there. Okay, try that again. I do it like that. There we go. Actually, we can make that a little bit bigger. 38. Perfect. Just the way they kind of go through the sheep. I figure I need as big a field as possible. Gotta remember to take the family out of there as well at some point. How are we getting on? Oh, retinue. That's what we was going to do. Did we disband them? Let's have a look here. They are currently waiting to be disbanded. So we can now go in and we can add... There we go. So now we're looking a little bit more like an army. I am tempted to get them to sit somewhere over here. I think it's not a problem to do that. I'll wait for winter to disappear unless some bandits turn up, obviously. I don't want them out in the snow unnecessarily. I'm thinking actually we're going to need at least a couple more foresters' huts. So we have one here and one here. We currently have 3 buildings that are taken away from those. So I may drop one somewhere in here. We don't have the people to kind of deal with this currently. And we'll put another one just over here, I think, as well. But we'll drop people in these as and when we can. I don't think it's an issue as long as the trees are planted. They will grow. We still got lots of trees to chop down, so it's not a massive problem. We need to take the family out of the fisherman's hut. That's now been done. We've got these houses that are almost completed over here as well. The joiner's shop. Oh, look. We can get some level 3 buildings. Which ones do we go with first? Do we go with these ones here? I feel like we probably should. Because that will give us an additional family, and these are not doing anything else for us other than just working. How many do we need? We need 3. Please. Oh. What are we short of? We are short of some timber. Well, that's not a massive problem, is it? Let me just double check. Their work area is clear. We'll put another family in there. We have 1 spare. You know what's really disturbing is how quickly we've churned through that meat. Nobody likes vegetables by the looks of it. That's very straight because we had over 100, right? And now we're at 27. Now the spoilage on meat in here is low. So I don't know if we're losing meat and it's not telling us. Tithe paid. So I've turned that down just because obviously that's taking quite a bit of our stuff. But there's nothing here to say that I've actually lost any food. So yeah, it's a little, a little bit concerning. How are we doing over here? We have some flax in there. We've got 2 people currently in the windmill. We have quite a bit of flour there and quite a bit still in here, but we are working our way through that stuff. We also have some grain and barley. I have quite a bit of barley, so we should start building up the ale, hence these people being a little bit happier about their lives in this village. So we have our first level 3 Burgage plot here, and I thought, I'm just going to check what they need. How strange is that? We've literally built it and they have all the requirements. I'm wondering, because usually they required additional clothing, right? But they don't require any more. So I feel like the level 2 possibly is a glitch where it wants 4 items of clothing, because I feel like the 4th was only meant to be for the level 3 Burgage plot. So that potentially explains something there, but because it's instantly upgraded and we've given them everything they need, which doesn't quite seem right. But that forced me down a route of obviously trying to produce more clothing. But either way, it makes no difference. We're in a good place now. We're just waiting for that one last level 3, which will give us a point. And there it is. Excellent. So we have a point to spend. Now, I was just looking around here earlier thinking, oh, we got hides and things and trade. Trade's probably going to be important. But for the meantime, I think the plow. This is going to literally be our harvest area, because the crops are just immense, aren't they? Like I should say, the fertility is it's just really good over here. So it just makes a lot of sense. I will probably remove some of the industrial stuff as time goes by, as we have the regions that are probably better suited to that. If we manage to get this region, for example, we do have a rich iron deposit over here. There is some stone as well, but that's more industrial, I guess. We have rich stone in here, which we currently have this region. The only thing we're missing is clay, by the looks of it. And what we got is a lot of rich stone. I guess we're going to have to go for one of his regions if we want a rich clay. Let's have a look. Oh, there doesn't appear to be one, unless I'm going blind, possibly. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's interesting. There isn't one at all. Oh, well, that's nothing I need to worry about right at this point. But I'm actually kind of happy. Like, we're doing okay. Food is a bit of a concern. We're dropping down to 5 months there. We literally wiped out our sheep. So I'm interested. Anyone else that's actually gone through the butcher shop? Now, I've obviously switched these off. But has anyone else had the issue where they're not seemingly actually listening to what you're telling them here? Because we had loads and loads of sheep. Now we have nothing, which is not good at all. But outside of that, I think we're not in a bad place. We obviously will get more of these vegetables coming through. We are in the process of producing bread as well. We still have quite a bit of flour. We'll probably do with the oven upgrade, but to get the next point, we need to do a lot more level 3s, which is going to happen, but not today. But thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care.